completely dismantle them with the Berettas.
That's so true. Tessis is baiting him out, and now Stown needs to deliver, and deliver. He shall with 2 kills, looking for a 3rd, gets it down as well, and still alive, still clicking head, still fragging out, and the young man has picked up 4, but now it's down to the veteran. 9 HP to his name, and Apex has got 2. He does at least have the bomb, but there's only 20 seconds, and he's shooting corpses. He's on the edge of his seat. He's looking to flick the heads, but he's been denied. And Stown with a 4K to kick off the mat.
Game we've had the opportunity to cast and even watch have been his fast and furious starts. Stown, can he pluck him from the air is the question as he makes contact.
Well, 2 kills pretty straightforward, and zywoo with 26 HP has to back out of there. Additionally, Cadian was helping his fellow Dane out in mids, and it is going to be a clean sweep.
Hand getting spotted, and Apex looking for the hunt.
Smoke was also put down, and meanwhile, now the spray from Cadian will be doubling up his kill tally into this round. Refresh comes back, and there is Stown. Vitality's first rifle runs into the wall of Heroic, and the Danes should come out ahead. Masuda has snuck himself a post plant, though. So at least he's putting a little bit of pressure down, gets nailed through the smoke for 44 HP and finished off by Shush. Heroic off to the races, a 3 into an awkward push via the B apps. Cadian watches on catwalk. Dupree is pushing in, and Tessis has to cross. It's the weakened Masuda that goes in first. Dupree comes straight back, but Cadian is holding the line, keeping this alive. zywoo threads the bench though and takes his head clean off. And in this 1v4, zywoo in a post plant has been spotted. Crossing back, but is baiting Stown into a false sense of security and takes him away as well. He's being flanked in from the B-apps. Shush may get the drop. Refresh additionally coming through on the marketplace, but zywoo is keeping himself alive, keeping himself kicking. That missed shot could cost his life though. He's about to get pinched by Shush from above. And the rotational play comes in. Magisk is hoping that his teammates can stay alive long enough so that he can see this take shape. Masuda, though, putting down frags and the body's hitting the floor. But Refresh comes back in. A beautiful flick from zywoo, but he's now plucked out. And Magisk has finally shown his hand. Time is so incredibly low. The bomb's not planted for him, but he can just rush in here. The full defuse is coming in. Oh, Magisk, not like this! You had everything going in your favor, and Refresh just holds a defuse.
Allowed the plan to take place, and in fact Heroic took really long. They took really long to go for this retake, and they were running out of time, but the bomb wasn't planned for him, and Magisk, he knew where he was, but Refresh somehow...
Hey guys, as always, make sure to check out Hot Pizza GG, the best website to open cases, and not only. Recently, they've added the old but gold classic mode, where many players add their skins and the winner takes it all. The catch is, the more you add, the bigger chance of winning you have. Here, for example, I bet my gut knife black lemonade for $108, which gave me 30% chance of winning the round. And luckily, I won and took all the bank of $354. Withdrawing skins is super easy. Just go to your inventory and select the skins you want to withdraw. And in less than a minute, you'll receive a trade offer. So, if you want to play too, Hot Pizza has many different payment methods, as well as a cool bonus from me. Use code vladopard to get 50 cents for free. Link will be in description below.
At the very end, but doesn't really matter. The round snatched away from Vitality, aggression coming out, what a flick from zywoo, but Shush with an immediate trade, but Dupree brings it back. Early man advantage of Vitality, and this is something they haven't had, but it's all about the timing. He's got a smoke and a nade, and this is going to be the hit coming out. It's all on Tessis here.
Tessis bypassing the flashes though, keeping himself alive. Stown in the meanwhile goes in, and Tessis sprays down 2. Vitality run into B, and they have been slit away. No hopes, no chances. Dupree, desperate to try and pick off a 1-on-3. He has the bomb, and unbeknownst to him, if he just ran straight to the A site, he probably would get a plant down at this stage, as Heroic have rotated off the premises. But of course, it's easier said than done, and he's still hanging around. Ooh, Stown gets him. And Vitality, they had the early advantage. We were building this up as like, okay, this has to be their round.
But somehow the scope, it just gives away his position. And that was a round right there. 7-0, but the fast play coming out towards A. Masuda with the Tech 9 able to find one. Smoke's going to bloom as well. They might get at least a bomb down over here. The push comes in. Masuda with a Tech 9. He is just rampaging through this defense from Heroic.
Maybe the war cry of Apex. The anger has motivated the troops into a frenzy. zywoo with the scout will be putting down Refresh, leaving Tessis 1 on 3. 2 of these 3 players are low. Their time is ticking away. Needs this frag quick, and there's dupreeh. Apex questions
of Mr. zywoo. 7-1 the scoreline though. And once more the fast-played Masuda just charging out with Stone from the Palace position, able to find one and is looking for more, but right now has managed to extricate himself from a very rough position and is looking for more. dupreeh will reply back, however.
Apex and dupreeh remain stuck, isolated from one another. Tetris in mid, and now it's only Tetris. dupreeh on this peak. There's going to be 2 players, separate angles of verticality. He has read the situation. He's been here a couple of times, but that is really only half the struggle.
I mean, they went for the same thing again, but this from Stone, right? He gets a first kill, repositions himself, catches zywoo. He was even holding his angle. And then Cadian, of course, chipping in. Apex is trying to be a little cheeky. They're lurking in from underpass, but opponents 8-1. Vitality, they find one and immediately get absolutely destroyed. However, dupreeh's up towards mid. Refresh, however, finds zywoo, and look at this from Refresh trying to hunt him down. The P2K even comes out. They are getting mauled alive at mid. Heroic just wresting control, but Apex can at least get a trade here. He goes for the spray, and he's going to find one. The second kill coming in from Magisk. Apex needs to do so much, but Stone and Cadian reply back.
Oh, he's actually just turned his back. That couple of seconds is a possible window of opportunity. There's a second player coming in, but still, I'm pretty sure it's about to spot the head of Magisk as it bobs and weaves in the B-apps. It's been shut down.
Popping off. Stone is 15-6. I did say it at the beginning of the game, like, if Stone starts to wake up, which he really hasn't thus far in this tournament, it could get real ugly for Vitality and look like he's come alive. It is going to come down to shox, though. Ooh, okay. 2 kills now for Vitality. They can get the bomb down at the very least.
Another one. Masuda's now pushing. He's getting aggressive. Trading across the AWP onto the low HP of Magisk. And a smoke down will keep Tessis at bay. Stown, though, so nearly gets the pick. But in doing so, he's managed to move around the back of these 2 Ts. It's going to be bloodshed, it's going to be carnage, and it's going to be Stown with a double. And now zywoo with just a scout by his side. How he wishes that was an upgraded AWP. May not require it. His tag does connect, but the P250 can't turn the tides.
Slightly delayed smoke towards jungle, and once again Cadian with the AWP towards B.
He's definitely spotted a couple of pixels. He still waits. Misses the shot, but stays alive. Incendiary down, and now the T's have to force their way onto the site. There's no flashes, there's no smokes, there's no chance. Heroic tighten the noose again, and Vitality turns his back. The shield away from the flashes, and he's getting forced out of position as they spill out of Palace. Shush is still gone uncontested. Bomb gets dropped down, and Cadian is twisting the knife with Stown from Sandwich. He pivots in for a quick fire too. Moves to 21 frags in the process. And Magisk out in no man's land. May be able to do a little bit of damage here and put a little bit of pain and suffering onto Heroic, but they won't give a damn. They are in prime position to take a 12-1 lead. The bomb also out in an awkward position, 40 seconds left on the clock. And Magisk, beautiful headshot. But that's a far gone dream right now. The fact of the matter is there's 15 seconds left, and Stown's incendiary is going to slow this down so much that Magisk never really stood a chance.
If you look at the corpses of Vitality,
12-1 scoreline is very much accurate. It has been so simple, so straightforward, but Cadian gets one, can't retreat back to the site. Incendiary's well placed though, will stall the T's from pushing in, but only momentarily, because now the smoke wall allows him to push into the close angles.
Second incendiary as well getting lobbed in here, and here comes the re-aggression, Vince.
Shush gonna spray down with Stown, and now Apex is gonna come back in. Magisk takes the hit of Stown. And there's 2 players left. The bomb still needs to get retrieved, though it's over on the left-hand side of the site. And in doing so, oh, he somehow dodges the bullets. That could have been so huge on Heroic. Tessis just narrowly misses out, unbeknownst to him. Very well could be going with it. They need a little bit of a foundation to build up in that second half, and Magisk is going to give them their second.
Getting a buy, although, as I say, that buy's not that fantastic. Once more, the fast A hit coming in.
Shush stuck in shadow. Needs some utility tossed in, and the flashbang burns the retinas out of Masuda. dupreeh comes back in with one of his own though, so they're maintaining that aggressive stance. Cadian slightly off with that HE. If he throws it, could be damage, it could be money. Refresh, such an important trade. Goes in favor of the CTs. It allows him to lock down connector before dupreeh gets flashed in for a repeat. It's chaos, it's carnage, but it's also Cadian. He may not realize they're up this close, but now he's found out that information and he can turn tail and run away. He'll be safe to dip in. Oh, he keeps running and zywoo nails him in the back. But there's a second player coming in and it's Refresh. Catches dupreeh in an awkward angle. zywoo missing out on the chance.
12 HP, a bullet on his pinky is going to take him down.
He's got the angle though. zywoo has to check so many of these corners before he gets even close to Refresh. And there it is. 13-2.
Agreed on where zywoo's going to be coming in from, and he shreds him. And for Vitality, look, I don't even blame them for going for this A play time and time again, because the B hits looked really, really rough. And they did find a couple of bit of success here. This was dupreeh trying his best to open up the round for them, but then Refresh coming in so very clutch. He only had 12 HP.
Just a complete difference and change in style. Vitality was slow, a little bit tentative, heroic, aggressive, in your face. And Shush removes the head, but dupreeh and zywoo counteract with two of their own, giving them an advantage in this post plant. Tess is trying to get up close in the market to just alleviate this aspect of the map. The Glock at this range often will prevail. I don't know how the hell no one's died in that confrontation, but Refresh in the meanwhile is putting down the pain on the benches, and now Tessis is shining bright. Now Tessis is giving them a chance, but it's been ripped away from dupreeh, down to Magisk on 10 kills. He knows roughly where both of these players are, but he doesn't currently have a kit. Time is ticking away ever so quickly at this stage, and Refresh is just trying to play the time, trying to be a nuisance, a pain in the backside. Cadian has this round won. Heroic take the pistol. They take a 14-2 lead.
But in the end, Heroic just too much to contend with. The force buy has to come in for Vitality. There's 3 players inside a palace. They get absolutely dumpstered, Vince.
That SMG push, but Magisk, with one, still pretty healthy. Has forced away the oncoming T's. The invaders have been repelled. Stown, that's an awkward spray, especially considering how good he's been, but he does correct himself just in time. But Apex has been waiting, baiting in his teammates for the opportunity to try and claim the round, to try and deny the bomb planter. There it is. He knows Stown is currently in the jungle, and on 27 HP, one bullet could seal the deal here, but he misses out this chance. He needed the follow-up damage onto Shush. And dupreeh now with the scout is stuck in such an awkward angle. Smoked out of position.
Heroic on map point. For those of you, I do believe it was Ence yesterday on Mirage, but then Ence are Mirage specialists, right? They're one of the teams who will pick that map, and Apex, though, continuing to deliver, Vince. These are some great shots it's hitting. And right now it's a 3v5, almost a 2v5, considering how low Tessis is.
Damn, Apex is like, right, if none of you guys are going to do it, like, this is how it's done, guys, right? You shoot heads, and then Refresh is, he's there. And
they've got the flank. It is going to be the B play. It's going to be the B pincer coming in.
Oh, Masuda, that's a massive kill.
That's a bomb.
That's the bomb, a huge kill, and now it drives away Tessis on 17 HP. Refresh, though, again.
10 seconds.
He's just never out of the fight. Masuda puts down another player, body bagging everyone he can. 1 HP left, and Masuda will keep Vitality alive at least. Magisk also has the smoke working in his favor. Spray is good for 1, but he's been naded, and then the last tick of the Molotov will cook him into connector. So 1 fun trade, pretty solid if you're heroic, but now the smoke is going to clear. Apex has a window of opportunity, and he'll pounce in for 2. Molotov won't fully extend. Refresh, that is incredibly cheeky. Wanted to go for the jump shot, not going to work out. Meanwhile, Shush has been suppressed. Much better on the side of Vitality.
Real number of kills. We haven't seen that yet. Here we go.
zywoo's been flashed out a couple of times, but still collects and delivers the flashbang for the peak on Stown, but Magisk comes out second best, and that opens up, but dupreeh's unaffected. zywoo still in position, and they need to get Shush out of Palace. He gets himself a kill alongside Cadian, but he's still stuck in there. Very low HP. Apex is coming under heavy duress, but he's going to be able to stay alive a little bit longer. There is a flank coming in, though. Through on the window side. 2 of the T's are pushing through here, but Masuda, he sussed this one out. The timing, though, he turns his back just as Refresh pushes through onto the B side. And this could be the moment. It's a 4-on-2, and Vitality have no idea this is coming up.
They've just got outbrained, Vince. The round's done. Stan's going to find Masuda, and it's going to be all on zywoo. 1v4.
1v4 for the Maestro. If there's one player that could pull this off on the server, it would be zywoo. But the way that Vitality have struggled against Heroic constantly suggests it's not going to happen. The first kill will go his way. Refresh down to very low HP, gets pushed in from zywoo, but he will pay the price with his life. 16-7 on Vitality's choice of map. Heroic looked...
Hey guys, I'm currently running a giveaway of this Falchionive Outronic. The winner will be picked live on my stream just before the major grand final. If you want to participate, the link will be in description below.
Bathroom or a hit, and there are players outside of B. Masuda is about to walk into Cadian, but Cadian comes out second best.
He had him dead to rights, Vince. But now they're going to peel back. They're going to go for aggressive peel towards Monster, and they're falling apart here, Vince. Here comes the push.
Tess is going in first behind the bomb, though, and he doesn't need any feedback. He doesn't need anyone to help him out. He's a one-man wrecking crew right now with that Glock. It's here on the approach, and so far that P2000 has not really landed anything. Majors, though, unable to deny the bomb plant as Apex is going to hold his line. Tess is with his third frag, still alive, still getting headshots, and it comes down to Apex. Stown backs away. The pillar is now a sanctuary, and Apex will go down to Stown.
He was avoiding the flashbang, spins back, finds a second kill. And this is with Masuda getting a great kill and great opening onto Cadian. And despite the flank coming in, despite the bomb not really being defended, Tess is so very good in these positions. Getting away with murder, and in the end, Stan, you can always believe he's going to be clutching out these.
He's behind that. They still have connector control as well. Shush is about to peek out. He also downs Masuda. The flash working against and Shush with a Mac-10. Sprays down 2. All 3 of these kills have been off the back of Mac-10s, and our Majors cast to become a hero. But instead, there will be no fairy tale ending. Vitality have Apex left. This was a full buy. This was their chance to get a CT side established, and instead they have been utterly destroyed again. Apex passing by the smoke of Shush, but he realized that was a possibility. Hey, I pronounced it right this time. I didn't screw it up. You might have to up the dosage. His things are looking bleak, but Masuda dusts off the cobwebs. Gets Vitality something to get excited about, but this is all a bait. Because Heroic are pressing forward up on long side. There is a fast rotation now coming to the forefront. Dupree is effectively alone. Needs to buy up enough time for zywoo to make inroads through on bank, but he gets captured. Shush, in the meanwhile, is going to be the first player out, and zywoo is now holding the line. He's keeping this round just about within touching distance, and Apex gets them there.
And hits the flick shot, and of course the real fast scope there. The second shot especially, so impactful. If he fails here, the round could still go the way of Heroic. And I love the re-aggression towards short, right? They didn't see
ways. You fear the worst for this CT side. Flashes are good. Masuda flashed twice, 3 times in a row, and then Stown puts him down for good. 8 seconds to play with. They still need to get across to the side. Apex holds in with the M4. Beautiful hold for zywoo, and Apex is enough time for the plant, though, and it has now been put down in position. But then zywoo once again with Apex, and Vitality will get 2 on the bounce.
The Frenchman coming up clutch there. That was looking real scary. And the op, last man standing on the bomb side. This is off Shush, just finding Majisk through the wall. And Masuda falling as well, but Apex. The spacing wasn't that bad either. Just great spray transfer. And then there's not much Cadian can...
The flashbang over, Mac-10 peeks in first. The head of the spear is driven home, but it's Vitality that are in the lead. Not long gone. Oh my god, Stown with 3 kills back to back with the AK-47. Twists the knife once again. Vitality in real trouble, looking to try and boost over. They may get the first, but Dupree's position now known. In fact, both players' positions now known. There is a gap in the smoke, and zywoo can maybe do something about this. The bomb has just been planted down, so there is time. They can wait out the smoke at heaven. Try and pincer in on Cadian. Now the smoke is clear, but so is Dupree. Cadian nullifies him, and zywoo has it all to do with his deagle and the orb. He spots Cadian, drives home the headshot, zywoo desperately clambering for position, for information. Molotov is good. Shush will be forced down to the open. Noise is made, and zywoo so close, yet so far. But there is now not much time on the clock. And Heroic will need to make a decision and stick with it. Damage done through on the monster, but they've still pushed up. And this player's running with their knives out, they have no idea. And Mages with 3 deeks shuts the round down. Shush can do little but try run in, and Mages smacks him upside the head too.
If that doesn't wake up Vitality, I don't know what will. That was magnificent from Magisk. The ace with the deagle. When things were looking grim, he comes alive.
55 seconds on the clock, and Tess is making moves through the smoke side. dupreeh will have him, and he'll devour that kill post-haste. But again, it's misdirection. The bulk of the T's now spreading their way and wings out onto the site, but they've been clipped. Magisk and Masuda put them down. It's only Shush that counteracts with a frag. Good damage with the nade, but it won't stop the bomb from getting planted down. And considering there's an AWP and an AK in the hands of these 2 remaining stragglers, there is a way back into this round, but Apex closing the door again. And Stown, 1 on 3, 50 HP to his name, is gonna get USP'd in the side of the head, and Vitality, 2 HP damage done. Now they're going to be pushing in, looking to try and just at least get a bomb plant into position. Good mollies also tossed in for good measure. That grenade's going to do tons of damage. And Magisk and the rest of the crew will clean up the rest. They get their mops and buckets out, and they force Heroic out of...
Climbing back into the game. It did end in a 16-14 scoreline. The flash is so good. dupreeh is blind for days, and Shush almost finding the second. But Masuda, good enough for the trade.
There's no flash to peek in. This is going to have to be raw entry fragging potential if Vitality want to try and get this one. And meanwhile, though, Testis round the corner strikes once. And now Apex is holding the line once again. And with Cadian somehow surviving on 13 HP, this is still a winnable round, but the grenade chunks him, puts him in his grave.
Outside of party, and the moment they come out from connector, he's going to snipe them down. So right now, he's going to play this push. Magisk finding stun. That is massive.
Hefty damage, though. Magisk down to 19. Feels like zywoo needs to have some impact here, and he won't get it. Shush on party. Tessis low HP though, 1 bullet on him and he's gone, but time is so very low, and now Tessis will show his hand, show his position. Cadian shuts it down, and dupreeh can do little but pick up zywoo's AWP and look to save. He's gonna get pushed in though from Shush, and misses the shot. No saved AWP.
Man. Once more, they go for the triple stack nade, but no one there because Magisk is so far ahead of it. He even gets the dink.
Nice.
Gets taken down with a follow-up nade from Apex. Finds Cadian. Shush, though, he's biding his time, waiting, and dupreeh's gonna fall here.
It's hard to see how dupreeh wins out in this fight unless he just stays in position, has a little bit more confidence in himself, but Shush will get his man. Just beforehand, refresh was put down short though, and zywoo capitalizing on a dry peek from Tessis and send refresh in, or Shush I should say, just ahead of him. The slow peek gets the kill, and now they know that Masuda is here. He tosses in the incendiary to try and stop the plant, but it's too deep. It's too deep, it's not going to do anything in terms of yielding the denial. And neither of them are affected by this Molotov. That's a big moment that could be slipping away now on the side of Vitality. And zywoo, as he tries to come down through the connector side, knows he'll be making noise, so he's taking his sweet time, flashing out for his teammate now, as Masuda gonna try and close the gap. Smokes plentiful on the site, makes this a hard endeavor for Masuda to try and clear out, and he doesn't check his angles, and he gets punished. zywoo, last man standing, but not for much longer. And it will be Heroic in the lead going through into the second half. That is brutal. That's a bit of damage inflicted, but more importantly, the money's no longer on the site. And now Stown will go from strength to strength with 2, but Masuda and Apex come back with their own. And now they can't spill onto the site. They know one player is in short. What they don't realize is that Shush is also pushing around from the monster side. Now they've seen it. Now they know roughly where all 3 players remain. Tess is spotted heaven. 1 short, 1 monster. Vitality, what do you do with this information? Magisk has had a great game so far with the pistols, and he goes in again, shutting it down with the Glock.
Oh, ouch. Farm City for dupreeh.
And a molly behind it. That's just exquisite utility, and that's pretty much the round. It was expected anyway. Mac-10 goes in first down, will punish as he punctures the head of dupreeh. This is getting a little bit costly now. That's a rifle that's been dropped as well, and can trade hands. zywoo from the grave will get an assist. And Vitality, does very little damage. In actual fact, 0 damage. And now they're going to spill onto the party, but Tessis, he shuts it down with the A1S. No health lost in the process. 2 free kills, and he can hold position. He's done so much for his team. Looks to try and draw away. Fall back, spray down. Apex will deal with him. And the second as well, as Cadian comes out peeking and gets punished.
What a recovery from the captain. The bomb has been spotted, however, and we see the aggression from shox. Looking to find something, Magist. He needed to win that duel. Refresh has arrived as well. This could go so wrong for Vitality.
He's bolted it up, and now Stan's gonna get the freebie. That's the bomb as well. Apex is down last. And Molly's connecting. Cadian is burning alive. 27 HP left. Stays a little bit too long, but now it's down to shox. He's got the perfect angle. He's going to strike once. That's the bomb that goes with him. But masuta is quick to return. Fire. zywoo avenging onto Stown and gets a second as well. And Heroic are pulling.
But he ensured the flank taking place from Connector was got rid of as well. And Vitality back to the win.
Doesn't necessarily need the kill. He spots one crossing. He can now pull the plug. He's missed his shot. It looked dead on, but I believe he was moving at the same time. That skewed with his aim. And now the smoke's coming. Now there is a contingent over on the bathroom side, which is down, but Tessis has been put in his place. Apex with another entry. Down can maybe, just maybe, thin the herd a little bit. Opposite number has been quelled. Squashed by the AWP, but Refresh and shox are stuck on the other side of the smokes. Now moving into the site. It's one-dimensional, all stuck on the flower bed side, hoping the bathrooms will be their sanctuary as they look to safeguard the site. Also flanking from Mages in the meanwhile, as they're trying to delay this as long as possible. Apex with the spray, shox is sticking on the side. He's going for the full defuse underneath the nose of Vitality, and he steals this round away. Don't know it's 2 players though. They didn't hear the secondary gunfire out. Now they're going to be baited in. Now they find out, but Stown gets 1, and a lot of damage onto the second player. But another second watching that angle, and this round could have completely fallen apart. He's still alive, still AWPing down though. Cadian crushing again on the side. Apex post plant, 1 on 4, 2 players are low. Spray is good for Testis, but he's getting encircled, and Refresh through the smoke will put him down, lay him to rest.
Look at how
Heroic have given short control away. Stown misses the shot. shox though is there, and now they'll go 2-on trade. Stown missing again though, and they will get punished. That should have been a complete shutdown. Vitality should have been wrecked there, and now Masuta's position is so important, so crucial. He sees 1 player pass, information relayed to Apex, and he'll deliver the goods, but there's a second player coming down. Cadian is on the brink of pushing, and I don't believe Masuta realized that. So Apex is going to be
potentially aware that long is open. If you can catch him, this could be it. This could be the round.
You can hear it. Cadian on the flick takes him down. 10 seconds to go, and that is the round-winning moment. Vitality's funds are grim. They may be into some kind of a rough half-buy force situation, and Heroic are just forcing Vitality away, keeping them at arm's reach. Where the superior firepower should come to the forefront, but Masuta getting 2 kills has put them in such a good position now. They flash Cadian out of position. He's stuck on the wrong side of bank, and Refresh can't move up from the dumpster. It should be a plan. It could be so much sweeter, and Masuta going from strength to strength. He's picked up 3.
This could be it. This could be the round. Vitality, now they have 2 opportunities to take us to Inferno.
So many huge rounds in the past. Ruthless aggression for the Frenchman, but it's going to be Masuta that picks up the slack and runs away with it. Tessis, shox, and Storm to try and save this map. Oh, we're headed to Inferno, and Stown is getting a bit too hot and heavy beforehand. HE in hand could finish off the frag, and indeed will, but Dupree trades straight back. And the bomb starts to get planted in the smoke. shox catches Dupree unaware, trying to safeguard his teammate. And once again, the Prodigy has everything stacking against him, but he's managed to wiggle his way onto the opposite side of the side. He's seen both players, but he's dropped down, he's made noise. They don't know exactly where he is. He's spraying through the smoke right now. No one's on the side. zywoo, unable to do enough. Heroic will have time for the defuse.
They need to try and go for the hit now. 30 seconds on the clock. 3 CDs lying in wait. The Mousesports going to delay them even further.
Pushing through the fire, pushing through the flames, and the flashbangs. Vitality have 2 entries. 20 seconds to play with now. A Refresh has to go above and beyond, but instead he is dwindled by Magisk. 15 seconds. Cadian trying to push through, trying to deny the plant. Does connect the shot, but it's through the boxes. So minimal damage. as is the map. Inferno beckons. Cadian, though, keeping his team in this by the skin of their teeth. And now Shush is maneuvering in tandem. They sweep through the site. Bodies littered everywhere, but zywoo's position is too good. And Vitality have picked up the second map, and they've taken us to Inferno. Smokes that have been deployed, it's looking likely that may come to fruition, but they've decided against it. They've put down this wall of smokes. They're pushing behind. They're spilling out onto the side, and no CTs have been spotted just yet. And there is Shush. Gap in the smoke. 2 headshots come through thick and fast for Dane. But it won't stop the bomb from being planted in position. Shush, in for a third as well, is trying his damnedest to get their team back into this round, and you'd have to say at this stage, zywoo and Apex have their work cut out for them. zywoo has now fallen to the hands of Tessis, and Refresh will finish off the round and seal the deal.
That was such a they could be walking into the crossfire.
Oh, Tessis just round the corner with that MP9. Flashbang is going to proceed to push. zywoo takes the head of Tessis. Masuda follows suit very quickly afterwards. But it's only Refresh that's held his resolve, held the line. Him alongside Shush get the spray down as they line up for Shush. He gets 2. And although his position is known, the bomb being spilled out into the open like this forces zywoo's hand. He has to go and reclaim it. And now with the rotation, smoke down onto CT will give his position away. At this stage, probably just needs to hold on for his teammates to show up. Or perhaps he'll do it alone. Out comes zywoo, the time works against the T's, and Stound comes in for another. Heroic have got a 2-0 start, and Vitality look lost.
Doing a good job using utility, just keeping the T's at bay, not giving any of that. Control, Tessis, brave peek, and he's got Stound as well. What a hole there. It looked a little scary for a moment. Stound, he had
bots with Stound if they want to send him over, but they decide that they're going to keep just the one player in the form of Cadian over on B. First frag going the way once again of Storm and Heroic. And looking to try and get a little bit up closer. And the spray is good. The spray is very good. Stound shuts down everybody in mid alongside Shush. And Apex on 21 can do little as his teammates around him have evaporated.
3K for Storm with the AK-47, just a dry re-peek towards mid, and Vitality getting absolutely ruined. Apex should be able to save his gun here. I say that Cadence already on the hunt. That's going to be it. He gets nothing safe. Fortunately for him, he does die.
See that a couple of players were pushing his location. Has drawn out a third player. Apex with a brisk headshot, though. Onto Stound is now going to open up a little bit of business on the B side, but the bomb still needs to traverse the murky waters of Banana before it can get there. Oh, the timing is so brutal. Tessis switches weapons as Apex darts across, and that could be the difference maker. Incendiary down is too shallow. It won't stop the bomb from being planted. And in comes Tessis. Spray is good through the coffins. The final resting place of zywoo, but the drive-by from Magisk gets him 2 kills, and this round should be a done deal. Should be forthcoming to Shush. He may look for some exit frags, may look to try and put the hurt and the spin onto Vitality, but Magisk again.
What a round. And this is off predicated off the mainly, it's sure zywoo gets a kill towards long, but it's this shot from Apex. Stavn was all alone towards the B bomb site. The moment he gets the kill, they find the timing, but even then, it was looking very tenuous, this post plans, considering how low the players were. Vitality, this is a quick switch up. Look at the pace being set here.
Cadian, some good flashes, but it's not going to stop the push. Masuda's out first, but that's the bomb. The bomb's gone down, and again, they're having so much control from the graveyard. And Refresh is reaping as many plays as possible through the smoke. Shush will pounce again, and zywoo is destroyed in the process. Magisk is trying to bypass the smoke, slalom his way through the site, and so far, he skied himself in for 1, but Cadian pushes him back. Predatory instinct kicks in, and it just gifts them a free kill. And this is off the back of Vitality not just winning around, they're having some rifles. There's the boost though, and zywoo goes in, but Tessis thwarts the push. He's been thinked down very low, finished off by Magisk, even trades back and forth, but now the CT's regained the lead through a fast, quick balcony peek.
They're falling, but they're running just immediately to A, just one defender. That's Refresh, and he's the one who's so very low, Vince. This could be such a great call from Vitality if they catch Refresh and he's out in the open. So very low, Apex finds him, and then they have the A bomb set for the taking.
As the CT's looking to relinquish control. The HE banks off the balcony wall though, so does no damage. And now Magisk can move back in. Damage being inflicted. Magisk needs to stand tall again. The flash hits both the oncoming players. Both stalled, stuck in their position. It's down to 13. Majis gets one. He's looking for the second frag. This could be such a huge, integral moment in this game. And with 8 bullets left and 21 HP, he whips the deagle out, but Stown peeks him and has the kit and surely has the time. Heartbreak for Vitality, but heroic. 7-2 lead.
7-2. Heroic. By the thinnest of margins, by the skin of the teeth, they will find one. As Stavn continues his reign of terror, but just good for one. He will immediately be traded here by Magisk.
Oh, Cadian's timing nearly working against him, but Masuda then goes in for the repeak. Cadian will devour that kill and happily back off. Dupree just walks in alone. There's no flash, and he gives as much as he takes in return as Shush. Refresh picks off the head. And this is looking like a cast iron 8-2 lead.
Ever since then, it's been so quiet for the Dane.
zywoo's been quiet as well. Magisk already tanked down low. Magisk is going to whiff that spray. It was a difficult one to land, but now they're going to clump up together, putting bullets through the smoke. zywoo's the last player to come in. Does flick for the first, has no idea that he's just been bypassed in the smoke. And Stown could rack them up. He could line them up and knock him down. Like a line of dominoes, this round falls into place. And Stown, ice through his veins. How many times have we seen clarity and chaos from this young man?
But right now, he is so very quiet. 4 and 10 will starve, and his counterpart is really waking up. Apex, though, tucked in. They're trying to hunt him down and refresh. He's ruthless.
That's a really good word to use in this performance. Ruthless. Ruthless aggression. No mercy being shown. No prisoners being taken. No quarter given. It's just a barrage of aggression on CT's side. Vitality have not looked comfortable at any stage in this half. And that push from Shush just sums it all up. The bombs drop down again.
How many times has Shush just gotten away with murder from that position, right?
Yeah.
This, though, starts bit of a risky ploy. Now the AK picked up. If they can find this on Cadian, they have a window.
Second player coming in, though. That's going to be tested. This grenade may very well finish it off with the gap in the smoke as it extinguishes the Molotov. Masuda on 34 HP with the Tech 9 is taken off one head and then backs off into the shadows. But here is Shush, silencing Vitality again. Could be a dam built up. There is a flashbang to precede that push. Shush, in the meanwhile, though, goes in. Cadian gets traded out. Shush only has impact for one. And now zywoo is locking down the site with his AK-47. But there's still 2 players to find. There's still 2 players to deal with. This is such an important round. Vitality, but with a flash and a smoke and a kit, they've got enough time here to take all these angles one by one. Molly's going to be good. Flashbang on top of that. Tesses bypasses, pushes in by himself, leaving Magisk on 33 HP to try and clutch this one down. Spray goes around to the first player. Now they know exactly where he is. They're trying to line them up. Sprays down the first player. There may not be any time, and Magisk will clutch out. Such an important moment.
We asked, and he delivered, Vince. zywoo, the 3K. I thought a hole was good enough. It was a 4 versus 3, and he just spins around like a death turret, delivering death all around him. And after he gets taken down, you said it, Magisk was so very low, but it plays its too.
It could be curtains. Molotov also lined up on Cadian. Molly goes down. They're pushing through the fire, through the flames, but they still take down Cadian through the smoke. And that's down. The weight of this round on his shoulders, his very capable shoulders, and he will drill into both of them. The maestro, the virtuoso, is painting a picture of disaster for Vitality, but he's finally been dethroned. Apex and zywoo come straight through, though, with headshots delivered first class. And now Vitality have control over the round, have control over the retake, but Refresh is going to take that control away. Balance falls back upon us. Up in the hands of zywoo, Apex alongside him. There is an incendiary left, but no kit. So Heroic have got to pick up the pace if they want to take this round, the last round of the half, and really cement a solid CT side. It has to come now. Flash is good, but also lands onto the aggressors, and the invaders are repelled. Vitality were 10-2 down at 1 over on this position. The rest of them are clumped on mid and apps, but they're starting to fall back. Down with a freebie headshot. Magisk is joined by Dupree, and Magisk comes in next, and he gets the same treatment, the same business, and Stown with a third, single-handedly, just locks down Banana. They run into him, they run into the blender, and he's not done just yet. Even though he doesn't get the kill, he's forced zywoo's hand away from the site, leaving Apex all alone with a P2K, and he will be put down with authority. zywoo in a 1-on-4.
Fair enough, he walks into his crosshairs. The second one, he should have been peeked together. They were looking for the instant trade.
Element is coming into the fray now. zywoo also got that kill completely cleanly, and he's back at the spawn. The hit and run continues. Smokes baits as though he's going to try and retreat. So nearly takes the head of Tessis, but he's put his team into a 3-on-3. It may draw some attention away though, and allow dupreeh to have his moment. He's 1-13. What a time this would be for him to step up to the plate and deliver, but instead he is slapped away and may just lose his life through the smoke. This was a force. Heroic are now in such a strong position to take this series.
You don't want to... You don't even want to purchase it, maybe even a deagle, because that's going to hamper your buy come later on. I said there was a scout, never mind. That's been stolen away as well. And for Heroic, this is a golden opportunity to get to round number 13. They try to find someone, the nade dealing a bit of damage, but Cadian will hold on, the MAC-10.
It feels like that's not good enough though. And they're both stuck on the side. There's going to be mollies, flashes, but bullets. Storm headed their way. Somehow they're both still alive. I have no idea how they've survived this long, but inevitably their lives are deemed forfeit. You can't change the fate of this round. And masuda with his USP will be looking to just do some kind of damage. It's going to be 13-5, Blair, and we're getting to the business end of this best of 3 now. Vitality are already in a position.
More of a... yeah, same nades, no one there. Apex repositioning himself. This is a brave play from Apex. This could be it.
It's brave, but you have to roll the dice at this kind of a deficit. You've got to go in, and Apex gets two big kills. 8 seconds to play with. They're going to go ahead and try and hit the A site, but there's not enough time. Not enough bodies. And Vitality will be picking up a 6th round. Many more required before they even get close to Heroic, though. Cordoning off library, there's still a peak position for masuda to have a bit of impact. Maybe a lack of confidence to go in for that peak. Goes in with a flashbang, there's one, but he gets traded out. 25 seconds still on the clock, double rotation, down banana. And this is funneling the CTs both into pit. This round may still be up for debate, but no longer. This dupreeh is showing us why he can be one of the best players on the server. Cadian is putting down the damage, putting down the pain. 8 seconds to go. Cadian is doing it all alone. 3 seconds though. He had the right idea, but at the off angle. But that is going to play hell with the economy of Vitality, especially as they need to string together so many rounds in a row.
Apex walks on in, gets the first kill, prevents the plan from taking place. A fast place towards the B bomb site, but it gets shut down. zywoo and masuda will answer.
Oh, it's an emphatic shutdown as well, but Stound's got 2. They may not anticipate a 3rd player here, though. They heard a sound cue. This game is so tense, so tentative. Now they're pushing in, but Stound is down first. And in doing so, Cadian should be at a massive disadvantage. Flash affords him safe passage. Molotov will be Apex out into the open. If they line up, Cadian could punish, but he only assumed there was 1 player there. And with 2 players to spare,
he's had a monstrous game. Magisk needs to be careful. There could be the peak coming in from apartments.
Beautiful spray. The flashbang really set that one up for the dunk. And zywoo has his back covered, and the 2 lock it down. Vitality have hit double digits. And it feels like Heroic are only dipping their toe in the pond. They're going to line up for zywoo, and he sprays them back down. And here comes masuda, but a 2-for-2 trade. It looked like that should have gone way more convincingly in the favor of Vitality. Flash out in the meanwhile, as they're going to look to try and re-engage and get aggressive over on the arch side. But Vitality, they're not going to find anything unless they keep pushing. In the back right now through middle, here's the spray, shooting fish in the barrel. Is dupreeh, who gets 2. But traded back. The bomb's been picked up, and there was a chance for Stound. He's on 31 kills, the way he's been playing.
For Shush, he is by his lonesome though, but not for long. We have Starvin. They're making a lot of noise. Flashbang's on the pop.
The flashbang is good, but the follow-up damage isn't quite there. masuda gets 1 for 1. That may not be good enough. Apex tossing down the smoke, anticipating a push to come in. Getting the close angle, playing anti-flash. And also a forward safe passage for zywoo, who's going to flash himself through that CT spawn. The flashes are good, and here comes the push, but Apex on the cusp is going to get 1. zywoo making moves from the coffin. It's collecting in kind. A 3-on-2, but Heroic are low on refresh. The bomb not going to get denied this time, but the second time of asking, zywoo threads the eye of the needle, putting down refresh and leaving it on Tessis. 18 seconds to play with. He's trying his damnedest. The double spray comes into play. Tessis could clutch this still. Enough time for the bomb also to get planted in. And Magisk with the weight of the entire major on his shoulders. Teslas round the corner, but Magisk allows Vitality to survive.
Out. Apex falling though. Definitely will force out a rotation of Vitality. They're going to go for the dry peak. There is a player waiting. There is Starvin hiding. Masuda, if he doesn't check this angle.
Stavn could have everything. He's going to get checked though. Masuda deals the fatal damage and backs away, anticipating maybe a re-engage from middle. A hit and run. Vitality are still in this round, still in this match, somehow against all of the odds. And now mollies and smokes are being exchanged. Just shy of 50 seconds on the clock. Molly's now dwindling on Archers. It's open for a confrontation, and Tessis looking to make amends for that previous round. They're going for the rotation all the way around the back. This is something we haven't really seen so far. And Masuda with his back to the wall, quite literally. He's going to have to try and stave off this push. He's hearing smokes now pluming on the side. He wants to try and deal with that contingent on middle first. And in this position, Refresh surely doesn't anticipate this being a possibility. If they can kill him first, they can cordon off the aggression. zywoo with the first, now pushing in. Gonna get peeked from the tree room. Double spray from Cadian, but Masuda is gonna hold his resolve, hold his angle. 1-on-2 post plant. Shush up on the coffins. 34 hit points allocated to Masuda. Molotov is up and over. He has the kit. Does he just stick this? The plant is out in the open though. He's still searching for it. On the back of the fountain, tapping it, anticipating a full-on boost to come in. Deals with Shush. Still has a bit of time, but Cadian is baiting around the corner. Just needs to make sure there's not enough time for the defuse. He's played this perfectly, and Cadian, leading by example, gives his team 3 playoff points. But Heroic are on the brink of success. Vitality on the brink of elimination. Dupree using the smoke to his advantage out on the balcony. Flash comes on first. Magisk posted up on the site. Lots of damage through the library. Bomb gets down first. Magisk still alive, but now all the T's are firing on all cylinders. Congregating together, a conga line of death. And damage inflicted to zywoo. Drops to 67. This could be the beginning of the end. zywoo peers across to the site, and Stavn on 34 kills will face him. Is baiting out the shots. Tessis still on Graveyard. zywoo trying to buy up enough time for Masuda to get in position with his FAMAS, but he's not able to do so. And now Masuda, with everything to play for, everything weighing him down, has to try and thread this somehow, some way. He's being shot from every single angle, and Heroic live to fight another day as they book their spot in the playoffs.
What a game. What an absolutely incredible series from Vitality and Heroic.